The best drill order in Hypixel Skyblock, in my opinion. So everyone knows that the Divans Drill is the best in the game, but how do you get there? What is the best steps to get there? How do you get there as quick as possible? I personally have gone through this road. I have done this a few times on a few different accounts, and I think I found pretty much the fastest or best route to get there. I don't want to take up too much of your time, so let's just get into it. As soon as you spawn into the Dwarven Mines, one of the first drills you should get, or the first 4 you should get, is actually from bubu here. What a name, by the way. Click on bubu and there will be pickaxes that you can get. You will start with a pickaxe. This is so that you can mine the mithril in this area, because your main goal with this is to get your hot M up as well as the drills, because some things are hot M locked, so you need to be hot M3 or hot M5 or hot M6 for this thing, that thing, that thing. As we get to that thing, I will tell you what we need. But essentially, the first 4 things you should get is these 4 pickaxes. Now, I can't guarantee how long these things are going to take you to get. It ultimately depends on how much you play and a little bit of RNG. So, essentially, you could have the last drill by your first day. You could have it by your first couple of hours. You could take 2-3 days if you don't play as much. That's completely up to you. But go through and get all of these pickaxes, and then once you have done that, make sure you hit the subscribe button. It really does help out. It really does mean a lot. Thank you all so much for the love and support recently. Also, members do get videos a day early, so if you want to help out and support the channel, you do get a little bit of something for that. Moving on. So after you've got your pickaxes, the first drill I actually recommend going for. Now, there is like a mithril drill and things like that, but as an Iron Man, I've had to grind these drills myself, and I've had to push towards these things without having to buy anything. So I'm giving you guys the sort of Iron Man experience here. Now, the good thing about that is you can just get on and buy the drill you want and work up, or buy the things you want and work up. As an Iron Man, I have to grind it. So now, one good thing you can do is if you have the mod called NEU, you can type in drill and have all of the drills that you need here. It saves you going into that area, and it also tells you what hot M tier you need for it. The first drill I think you should go for, because the way things work in this game is everything is done via power. The better your drill, the better power level, the more things you can mine with it. So for example, the mithril drills start with a power level of 5, going up to a power level of 6. I would not recommend getting the mithril drills. They are okay and they are relatively easy to get, but I would say just beeline and go for a ruby drill. Highest pickaxe is also a power of 6, so you can still mine rubies in the crystal hollows. This is what I'm alluding to here. Save all of your stuff for the ruby drill, the first one. It is a hot M3 requirement, so you do need to be hot M3 before doing it. But if you get yourself into the Crystal Hollows, do some things there, or you can do some things in the Dwarven Mines. They give you the same exact amount of hot M XP. Do not worry too much where you do them. I have found once you're able to do 2 or 3 commissions at the same time, it's a lot quicker to do them in the Crystal Hollows, because you can just get to the Nucleus and then pop into each area you need to get into. So the first drill you should get is the Ruby Drill. As I said, a breaking power of 7. You will need a few Ruby gemstones for this, and a drill engine and things like that. By the way, guys, for any drill going forward, I will have a tutorial on my channel. If I do not already have it, it will be coming out at some point. I'll make sure I have a playlist of every single drill, and then that way you can just click on the playlist and find the drill you want, and you'll be able to see how to find it relatively easily. So make sure you check all those out. If the one you're searching for isn't there right now, just give me some time and it'll be there soon. I have to build up to it in the Iron Man, and while I'm doing that, I will do it. So once you have that ruby gemstone drill, I suggest you grind your hot M all the way up until hot M6 and get yourself a Gemstone Gauntlet. This is such a big jump, and it is probably one of the best things to go for early game. This gauntlet is probably the cheapest mining tool to grind for, just simply because it's relatively simple. You're going to need a lot of enchanted gold, which you can get from the mines of Divan relatively easily, considering the latest update where they made it spawn back every 5 minutes. Then you need 8 flawless ruby gemstones, which is a lot, I understand, but on this channel I do have a ruby gemstone route where you guys can use that and grind all the ruby that you need in the crystal hollows with your ruby gemstone. You unlock it through gemstone collection 9, so you do need a lot to do it. And then also I think you need around 2 million gemstone collection to unlock it, and then 4 million for all of the flawless rubies. So it is a lot. This is probably going to take you a long time. It also requires hot M6 to unlock. Now the good thing about this drill is you can put every single gemstone on this drill to give give it extra stats and boosts and stuff. In another video, we'll go into what the gemstones do and all that good stuff. The breaking power is 9, so it can mine every single gemstone block. And it has no fuel. You do not need any fuel at all in it. It just continues going. It also doubles up as a weapon, but if you get something simple, but admittedly it doesn't do the most damage, it's more of a mining tool in my opinion. Here's my Gemstone Gauntlet on the screen just for a little bit of a comparison. I called it the Thanos mitten just because, I don't know, it's funny. All of the enchants I have it on it and everything like that as well. Now once you've got the Gemstone Gauntlet, from there it's relatively simple in terms of the progression stages. You just want to beeline with the gauntlet to the Divans Drill. Now, I don't know if I've already said this, but the gauntlet is the 3rd best mining tool in the game. And the fact that you can get it that early is just insane to me. Genuinely nuts. So something we've been doing over on our streams, a link will be in the description below by the way, is grinding towards the Divans Drill. I got very lucky and got this alloy on my very first run. I do have a video on the channel for proof. If you don't believe me, you'll be surprised how many people don't, but it's cool, it's fine, I understand. So we have been grinding for the drill slowly but surely on the streams. Also, we do a lot of farming, as you can see by the other farming videos, but that's fine. And essentially all you want to do is grind up the 5-5 series. So you essentially start with the 355 drill, which you need a hot M5 for. So if you have hot M6 in the gauntlet, you're pretty much good in terms of what you can make. The 355 does take quite a lot of materials, and again, each one of these drills, guys, I have a video out, so go check them out if you want a bit more in-depth knowledge about how to make it, where to get everything and things like that. Then from the 355 you go to the 455, and the upgrade time is only 30 seconds, which is pretty good. Again, a lot of resources that you need. It takes a little bit of time. The 355 and the 455 are relatively easy compared to the 5 and the 6 drills. So talking about the 555 drill, this is the first drill where you kind of need a little bit of RNG because you need plasmas. So plasmas are a drop from ghosts in the dwarven mines. I feel like I'm saying this way too much, but I have a video on this channel helping you guys out how to get plasmas as quick and easy as possible. Essentially using mastiff armor and pooch sword, but it's a little more in depth than that. Go check out that video so you can see a bit more about it. Getting those drops, then just getting everything else is just a little bit of a grind, but it can be done relatively quickly. And then from that, you get the 655 drill, which is something we're working on our Iron Man at the moment. You need a lot of gemstone mixtures. You need a flawless ruby gemstone, which actually shouldn't take too long considering the stuff I showed you earlier. Mithril plates, we have the titanium, diamond, stuff like that. These things right here aren't actually too bad to get. If you're as far as this drill in the game, you should be able to get this stuff easily, but it may take a little bit of time. And then you need Corleonite, which is a drop from Corleone, obviously. Now, lucky you if you haven't hit this stage yet, because they recently buffed the update drops of these. Essentially, they used to be a lot harder to get, but now you're getting them relatively quickly. So from where it used to take you a couple of days to do it, people have been telling me in my streams that they get it in a couple of hours. One guy even said he got it in an hour. He got all 30 in an hour, which is kind of insane. Like low-key, genuinely. Now don't forget, guys, whilst progressing these drills, you're gonna have to progress things like pets. You're gonna have to progress things like your hot M tree and stuff like that. Goes hand in hand. This is over the span of a couple weeks. I'm just telling you guys the best order to go in. And then once you have the 655 drill, you work towards the absolute beautiful, which is called the Divans Drill. You do need hot M7 for this drill, and you do need a Divans alloy. The reason I am beelining for it is because I got the alloy. So do Nucleus runs till you get them. If you don't know how to do Nucleus runs, again, there is a video on the channel explaining exactly step by step how to do it. You need 50 million coins, which if I'm being honest, I use the garden to grind coins. So the coins aren't that bad once you get decent in the garden and farming. And then you obviously need the 655 as well. And there you go, you have the Divans Drill. As I said, going through that, you'll need armor, pets, and things like that going up as well. So pushing towards the Divan armor is pretty good. Whilst you're grinding, like hot M and stuff, you can do a few Nucleus runs, see if you get lucky, see if you get any Divan frags so you can make your armor. Things like that. Just try and do as many things as possible. Remember to forge as you go. Do not save up all your stuff and forge when you can. I made the mistake of that with my 555 drill, and it took extra long to get it, just simply because I was waiting for the forge, because it has a limited amount of spots. As soon as you're able to forge something, get it done. Now, what about the Jasper drill series and all of the Topaz drill and then all of the Gemstone drills and all stuff like that? Personally, I'm going to be doing that once I have the Divans Drill, just to say that I have that Jasper drill, put it in the museum and stuff like that as well. But regardless, I'm personally not going for that, or will not be going for that anytime soon. I feel like the Divans Drill was the best drill in the game, obviously, and it is going to be so much better than the Jasper drill in terms of mining and how much you can make from it and stuff like that. Now, it does not mean you cannot go for it or you shouldn't go for it. They are good in their own right. If you just look over the drills with NEU, it tells you what they give you. So obviously these are really good for gemstones mining and stuff like that, and you get extra powder when doing it. But the Divans Drill is just superior with the fortune, with the speed and all that stuff, and with all the gemstones you can put on it. It's pretty good. That is the best drill order slash mining tool order in the game, in my humble Iron Man British boy opinion. I just want to say a massive thank you for watching this video and showing the love that you have showed recently. You guys have been absolutely amazing. A massive thank you to everyone who pops in the streams. I do go live over on TikTok and Twitch, so a link will be in the description there if you want to check me out. And guys, I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Take it easy, stay safe, and if you haven't checked out any other of my videos, maybe check out these ones here.